Okay, so today we have our first RV repair, knock on wood. We have warranty on it, but with the deductible, and you'll find that sometimes it wasn't worth putting it through. So we are attempting to change our LP regulator. It's leaking, so we had been smelling propane. So for anybody that may have this issue and need to fix it, if you can do it yourself, I would certainly advise it. We actually got lucky and found a new one at the Ace Hardware store here in Virginia, not far from the state park we're staying at. So Rodney's now unhooking everything to take the one off that's leaking on us. And a good way to find a leak if you smell it, I've got the solution mixed up. He was in heating and air condition business, so they use this technique to find leaks. Mix you a little bit of Dawn dish liquid with water in a spray bottle and spray all over your connectors. And I think so. Spray it all over your connections in and out. And if you see a big bubble, then that is where your leak is. I didn't get that part on video because we had done that earlier in the day. So this may be helpful to somebody down the line, whether you're full-time or not full-time RVers. It's always good to, be able to troubleshoot some issues with your RV. And like I said, if you can fix them and not have to wait forever to get it in for service or pay a ridiculous amount to have somebody fix it, because we had initially called a mobile RV and they wanted $55 to come out, $75 for the part, and like $65 an hour. So we were looking at over $200, and we got the part for $54. There was another place that had it a little cheaper, but by the time we factored in the gas to drive there, it wouldn't have saved us any money. So $54 isn't bad, and hopefully we can get it on here and it be fixed. So y'all are along for the ride on this one. Uh-oh. Do you see it?
Well, I might take that off to get to it.
Uh-oh. And there's the new one. So as you can see, it's like 4 screws.
And the wrong size, those screws.
Uh-oh. To go on the new one?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, we may have our first oops. We may have to get different size screws.
Oh, they ain't threaded. Them ain't threaded like these are.
Oh.
Yep, them ain't threaded.
Okay, well, we didn't even notice that, did we? Okay, so maybe that's one thing you guys are finding out from us. This regulator is not threaded. The old regulator is threaded, so our screws won't go in there. Is there a way that can be fixed? Now, what were those, self-tapping?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. He figured out how to fix that issue. He got some self-tapping screws. So if you ever change yours and you run into that issue that your new regulator does not have threads in it for your old screws, find you some self-tapping screws, and there you go.
That should be enough. I'll see what goes on. I always put a couple more on it when I get it.
Right.
That's the only two I had, too.
Yeah, you used to have a bunch of them.
Yeah. But since I got downgraded, I don't have it.
Right.
I downgraded, so. Alright, now.
He downgraded his amount of tools and all that stuff.
I don't even have a crescent no more.
Well, yeah, the crescent wrench is missing in action at this point in time. He did have one of those. We have no clue what's happened to it. So that is going to be on the list of things that we need to buy as a crescent wrench, and we didn't think about it while we were at the hardware store either. So so if you already have a crescent wrench, it'll probably make the job a little easier too.
God,
Good.
they got that in there.
Yeah, they do. So that's what the top of it looks like. It's got your on and off switch. If I'm getting it, because I have the sun glaring too. There's your supply. You're in and out.
My tools got wet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, got a little rust on them.
Yeah, they got wet.
That never helped when your helpers used to leave your stuff sitting out in the rain. He got it broke loose though, so always good. And what is that, honey?
Pipe thread.
No, this piece here.
Oh, that goes. It's a bevel. It's a where my hose to hook into.
Okay.
It's got a.
So there's your hose connection then for your gas to make sure you take it out of your old regulator. And of course that is pipe thread compound that he's going to put on it to put into the new regulator. Help make sure you get a good seal.
Bad thing about this one, it ain't got my nut on the side to hold it on.
Alrighty.
These need to be off of here. It's already got them.
And that was the end, right?
Right, but I've already got these ends on the hoses.
Okay.
So I don't need these. I've already got them on the hoses.
Okay, so he's going to use the ends that are already on our gas lines because they weren't leaking, so.
Well, and these are just if you don't have them too. So.
Oh.
That just keeps the balls tight together so they don't bounce around all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Just keeps them tight.
Yeah, you don't want a propane bottle bouncing around while you're going down the road, especially on some of the roads we've had to travel.
That's got a bevel end on it, so you don't have to put pipe dope on this part. It's got that bevel end
Okay.
on it.
And that is what the supply line going
Into the camper.
The supply line from the camper into the regulator.
Now I am going to put pipe dope on these because they're not beveled in. A little excessive, but.
Yeah, I was going to say, but you're getting it in the. I don't think you want it in there. And then those are the end lines from the propane tank to your regulator. Correct?
Yeah.
I don't want to be giving anybody misinformation. Yeah, you got a little much on that one, didn't you?
Well, that's it. Never can have too much. Always clean it off with your rag.
Yeah, when we started smelling propane, that of course was a little scary for me because, you know, you can't and don't want to be traveling with your propane bottles on for your refrigerator to run, or even stopping to fuel your vehicle if you're smelling propane for sure from your tanks. And I know some people say that they will not travel with their propane tanks on, period. Other people, a lot of people say that they've done it for years and years and years. We have traveled with our propane tanks on because sometimes we're traveling for hours